Hey, man. Everybody. Everybody. I just want you to know. So here we are with some more In the Flesh. Thanks again to Joe for sponsoring this. You know, it's an interesting take because so often what a show is about is not what a show is about. What Buffy is about, demons. Battling your demons was not about physical demons. It was a parallel to emotional demons. High school is hell made real, that kind of thing. It was all metaphor. And, vampires themselves were a metaphor for syphilis. That's what Bram Stoker was going for. So, people, Joss Whedon didn't invent metaphor in storytelling. What was Frankenstein a metaphor for? I guess science run amok. Back then, people were really scared about the advances of science. Think about, we went from the first flight to fucking bombers in, 15 years less. They were using bombers in World War One. The first flight was, 1903? And they were having dogfights in the air. And then, we're flying transatlantic flights in the 30s, I think. So science was advancing really fast. I know that was after, Mary Shelley's time. But I'm just saying, there was about 150 years there where sciences were terrifying to people. And it kept coming out, in storytelling. H.G. Wells, of course, was terrified by science. Although he's also an optimist, he thought the future would be better. If we were bringing forward, he would be horrified at what he says, what's happened to society. He thought it would be a paradise. So, metaphor in storytelling is nothing new. But specifically, Dawn of the Dead, what was the name of the guy who did that? Night of the Living Dead. I can't remember the guy's name. He's a famous director. I'm telling you, my mind is going. But whoever the hell he was, zombies were basically, especially with Dawn of the Dead, they were a metaphor for consumerism. Where mindless zombies are going to the mall. Yeah, you can't get more on the nose than that, right? What's the metaphor here? The enemy is among us. I know that the British have even more of a problem with immigration than the Americans do, and they're scared. They're scared of terrorism, and the idea that the enemy is among us and we might rise up and destroy them. We have to take matters in our own hand. We can't let the law handle it. The government is failing us. That's all pretty obvious metaphor, right? I think that's the real story being told here. We're gonna coach it in zombie terms, but the real story they're telling here is, and this is a couple years old, but I think it's still relevant today. Maybe now, you try to find a way to fix some Brexit metaphors in there, or the way the government really sucks because their government's just a joke these days, right? So some of that would be in there at this point, but back then I think they were just afraid of immigration and afraid of their neighbors. And immigrant, and I'm not necessarily saying this is anti-immigration. It could be the opposite. It's anti-response to immigration. It's a response to how your neighbors are afraid of this immigrant you took into your home, and so they're going to attack you and they're going to kill the immigrant in the streets if they get a chance. So, lynch mob mentality, essentially. So I think that's what this is about. But I have never been heavy on using metaphor in my storytelling. I appreciate it, but I just want to tell a story. I want to entertain people. I don't necessarily want to teach lessons. I don't necessarily want to comment on society. Maybe it's why my shit was never popular. Maybe you have to infuse your storytelling with more layers than I did. You have to put into subtext. You have to put into metaphors so you're actually talking about something you're not talking about. I appreciate this surface level storytelling, an exciting adventure. Exciting character drama, characters who care about each other or don't care about each other, or how you survive trauma, sibling relationships. These are the things I cared about. These are the things I talked about. I never cared about using a family drama to comment on taxation or immigration or inflation or war and any of these other things that some of these highbrow college taught writers are so interested in. I just want to tell a story. I want to entertain people. I want to pass an hour. So maybe I'm a hack. I mean, that's basically you're a hack if that's all you want to do, right? But that was me. So a lot of times I'll miss the obvious metaphors, right? But in this case, I examined it and I thought about it and I think that's what they're doing here. I'm curious what you think, if you think something different. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is episode 2. You know, the actual most compelling character is the sister because she's in both worlds. George R. R. Martin said it best. The human heart in conflict with itself. You know, he has no conflict. He is on one side. He is a zombie. His parents have no conflict. They're on his side. You know, the guy in charge had no conflict until he found out his son's a zombie. He was on the other side. Well, she's kind of on both sides, right? So she's the most interesting character. Yep. And of course, they're doing the video games where they're killing zombies. I assume that's what that is. Kind of tasteless to play this right after what we saw outside, right?
What do you want?
How about he's here to thank you for the warning?
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving me that thank you.
For warning me last night.
Didn't do it for you. Did it for Mum and Dad.
Really?
They'd have offended you if Phil had burst in
Really?
without warning.
Do we believe that? I don't believe it because they had kind of a heart to heart last night. I think she's in denial. But it is interesting. It could be true. And the fact that she didn't come to him afterwards to try to comfort him maybe makes that true. Because if she genuinely cared about it, I think, again, she's at war with herself. She doesn't want to be a traitor. She can rationalize it by saying she did it for her parents who are on the right side. You're humans. She's not actually doing it for the nasty, dirty zombie, right?
I just wanted to say thanks.
Not accepted.
Well, you said it. Well, I don't accept it. Well, said it, you can leave.
Piss off.
So that's why she's loudly playing a video game, kind of a protest.
Macy are best friends now. You know he's always hated me.
Get out! Get out!
Alrighty then. That went well.
More than 3 cups, I'm in and out the loo all day and all night. And the colour. See, because the colour.
Can we not talk about... Yes, thank you. Jesus.
Crazy night.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Gale force winds reached speeds of up to 60 miles an hour.
Oh.
The trees down.
So that's all we're going to talk about, huh?
Yes, we told them.
Whatever. Everybody in this house is
last
crazy.
year. The drainage system's out, but they won't listen. Completely in denial.
Yeah, you
And
are in
soon as the
denial,
rainfall-
motherfucker.
So you're not coming to the ceremony then?
I'm coming
Yeah.
with you.
I'm not allowed to say.
No, that's not what we said.
Tell your brother about the ceremony.
No.
That's what you said.
She's trolling everybody.
Honouring the victims of the rising. The people whose brains you ate, bitch. Shut up.
Such an asshole.
His family is fucked.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, she's really in conflict with herself right now. God damn, man.
And now Centre said you can have access to a therapist.
Therapist.
Yes, because you need therapy, bitch.
I'd suggest you take up the offer, Bill.
Yeah.
You know, because Rick, he'd be different from when you last saw him.
He can't handle this shit. Yeah. Yeah. This dude's got problems, man. He's going to be in conflict now, too. Because fucking hell. Let's find out exactly how much of a hypocrite you are. I got to know. Now she's outed. Of course, he already knew this about her. Still. It's always a mom. I know it's a stereotype. It's always a mom that's like super happy. And it's always a dad that's like, I don't know. You know, it's always like, you know, again, another stereotype. You see the child that's the same gender as you as being like the extension of you, the next you. For me, it didn't help. I looked exactly like my dad. I had his personality. If you've been watching me for a couple years, you basically know my dad, essentially. You know. He would have never won a paternity test because I was a fucking chip off the old block, right? Yeah, they got gun trained on this motherfucker. Yeah, it would be kind of awkward to see a fucking... what do they call that, a shrine? Like, to see a fucking shrine to your death when you walk in the door. You might want to put that shit in the attic.
Actually, right. Here we go.
Jesus Christ, man. It's his spine, you asshole. What a fucking asshole.
Let's get you up some. Here we go. Head down. Get in the cupboard.
You need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
What a bumbling idiot. They've got to fucking move. They're not going to because all the conflict's here. If they move to an isolated place, they're fine, right? The conflict is here. The fuck you want?
Oh, yeah. Come on in.
Oh, they're showing the house because they are trying to get out. Well, this is part of the process, right? Dude, would you turn that shit off, you fucking idiot? Jesus. Oh, he's inside the coffin. This is when he first came out. This would be awkward. Of course, you probably don't have the fear. He's acting like he's afraid. But do zombies have emotions in this universe? Why would you be afraid if you're just a mindless zombie, right? That's interesting. But forgot some heavy claustrophobia. Interesting. Maybe that's the memories are colored by the emotions. Like for instance, say you remember a day at the beach you had with your spouse. It was a beautiful day. You had great food, plenty of money, no worries. You're on vacation, great sex. Get high, get drunk, whatever. It's a great fucking day. And so you remember this fondly. 2 years later, you're divorced. Your memory of that perfect day is going to be different. Especially if this person betrayed you, right? Maybe you find out they were betraying you on the day that you had that perfect day. They were gone for an hour and they went and fucked somebody else, right? Your memory is going to be different because your memory of the past is colored by how you feel now, the information you have now. So you remember this perfect day at the beach and you're angry. So if we were to show this visually in a film, you remember perfect days, we're seeing all these perfect things happen. The weather's great. You're both healthy. You're getting drunk. You're having sex. You're eating good food. But as we show you having this memory, you're throwing things across the room. You're trashing your fucking room because you're pissed off. That wouldn't make any sense. I think that's what this is. He's panicked now thinking about that when he was a zombie. But he wasn't panicked in the moment. Maybe he's just trying to get out. But like we're ascribing emotions to that. Because I just don't think zombies have fear like that. Oh my god, I'm in a closed space. Now maybe it's just my own preconceived notions of what a zombie is. But I don't know. It just that doesn't play well for me. I don't think that works. So I'm assuming what they're doing there is really after he came back from being a zombie, remembering that experience made him claustrophobic in post-spect, right? Like after the fact. So that's what I'm thinking is happening there.
All right.
This ain't gonna be good. He should not be by himself.
Presence is required and desired. Clive will be fine. He can do without me.
No.
So then how are you?
I'll be fine.
You'll be
Is this
okay?
one of those
Oh.
insincere offers? It feels like that.
All right.
Hey, you can have this watch if you really want it, you know? Not a sincere offer, right? That's what this felt like. He wanted to go. I think this whole thing's awkward. He wants to get the fuck out of here. Plus, they need him, and he feels a responsibility. He seems like that kind of guy. So now what kind of shenanigans you're going to get to? You're out of here? It's going to be interesting because his buddy died, right? The military veteran. Who's going to come back and is also a zombie. That's going to be an interesting relationship. What are you looking for, dude? Maybe just something like okay, yeah. He's trying to go out. Dumbass. Dumbass. This is why you need 24-hour supervision. Jesus. It's raining because, of course, England, right? And the rain is going to hit his fucking mascara, right?
Did you take the ones off the table?
I don't really know women's makeup. Like, mascara is what's the odds, right? So, foundation. It's going to fucking fuck up his foundation. Where are you going? Yeah, I bet the cemetery would be quarantined, wouldn't it? But make sure to make them easy to get into. Oh, he wants to go to this event? Is he serious? Why? Oh, maybe not. The intercutting is really confusing me. It seems like he's going here, but like there's no sign of him going here, other than the fact it seems like he's doing it.
Perfect timing. Here he is.
Yep, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a filthy hypocrite. Hello, everybody. I denounce all of you. I've got my son back.
A few words, Bill.
Rick. He's coming home.
Well, this is dubious.
We expect your full support.
Even though I just killed somebody for this yesterday. We're fucking out of here. Wow, so he made a choice, man. This motherfucker just he's got some balls. Yeah, no shit. That's impressive as fuck, man. Holy fuck. Dude been super fucking militant. I expect him to try to hide this shit and he would get caught, right? He would get busted. No. Hey, man. Everybody, I just want you to know. I'm one of the other side. I'm on going to the other side. Fuck all y'all. Kiss my ass. I'm on the other side now. Like, that's impressive as fuck, man. Like, literally came up, announced the shit. Now, I know he's got a lot of cachet. Came up, announced the shit, and bounced. That's ballsy. That is not how I thought that was going to go at all. I love it. I always love it when a show does something new. Because you always see the thing where they tried to hide. They're a hypocrite. They're a filthy fucking hypocrite. And they try to hide the thing. And then, they get found out. Then they got to cop some pleas and make some excuses and shit. No, he picked a side. Fuck all y'all. I got my son back. That's why I made the joke right before he spoke. Because that's not what I expected to happen. And it is what happened. Fascinating, man. He's a fascinating character. Dude, where the fuck are you going? Is he going to his old grave or something? Maybe that's why this is all closed off, because this is where they all came out of. Give me a slice of them brains. Jesus, other people are up here violating. Yeah, what are you trying to hide, motherfucker? Dude, you're busted.
I know you.
We were dead together. Get the fuck off me. What the hell, man? This is some kind of fantasy or something. This ain't real. This dude's losing his mind. Didn't they say there's hallucinations if you don't get a shot? Right, yeah.
Already dead, Jojo.
They made that point where, like, when you don't get a shot, you start hallucinating. That's what that is. And they made a point of showing us he didn't get a shot today, right?
Yeah. Where did you want to be buried?
She must be his zombie partner when he was a zombie, yeah.
A lot of being alone to do, looking at old photos, minute detail.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm psychic.
Or you're just a figment of his imagination, which is exactly what you are. He literally shot somebody for this yesterday, man. I would have to burn his house down for doing that shit. If I'm the dude that he shot my wife, I'm going to be to see this motherfucker. Believe that. See, that's the part. Like, otherwise, if he just had this militant idea, it's fine. He's preaching against it. Fine, whatever. He can change his mind. He killed somebody for this. That's what I have a problem with. He's got to go, man.
Bill put a bullet in his nog the minute he steps off the truck.
Yeah, Bill ain't gonna do shit, man. He's a fucking hypocrite. They're all gonna see this hypocrisy front and center, and it's fascinating. We got to know what you gonna do, motherfucker. We got the preacher here and everything. Hey, man, any restaurant around here got brain sandwiches? Hey, y'all. Well, this is awkward. Maybe it makes a difference that he's a veteran. He's got the veteran scars and shit. And uniform, obviously. Hug him, you asshole. That's what I fucking thought. Not a hug, but it'll do. I had to switch video files, so this is a good point to bring this up. There's a thing I love in Harry Potter. And I guess this is the way British talk, I'm not sure. But, I assume it is. Where they say, you're a bit of an idiot. You're not a complete idiot, but you're a bit of an idiot. I love that. This dude here, he's a bit of an idiot. She's a little too happy for my taste. Hey, we got guns. I might as well just shoot you in the face. Gets his son back, and the first thing they do is go shooting.
So the army finally made a marksman out of you, eh?
That's right.
Where's your mum got to?
Thank you for calling the
Oh, shit.
Deceased Affairs Helpline.
She needs some help. That's for goddamn sure.
Primary care. Our website is 24 hours and can be accessed.
Yeah, fuck your website. Nobody ever wants a fucking website. Answer the goddamn phone. That's universal, man.
Well, it's a bit obvious, isn't it?
Oh, people convince themselves of all sorts of love.
It's about love.
See what they want to believe.
Exactly.
We're not going to do that, though, are we? We're going to tell Kieran that Rick's back, aren't we?
That's the question, isn't it?
What is every living person afraid of?
Dying?
Fearing the Reaper is the reason why everyone's so messed up in their head.
Well, it's a reason. I don't think it's the primary reason. I think a lot of people don't think about it. I think about it too much. Other people don't think about it at all. You think you'd be a race car driver going 300 miles an hour or whatever they do? If they were afraid of death? Of course not. If she transcends past this episode, I believe she's real. I still don't believe she's real until then, because that shit with the... He poked her. Like, do they not bleed anymore? Are they not biological beings? How does that work? I already had a problem with them not eating. Like, they're physical beings moving around in a physical world. They need energy. Right? Where are they getting the energy from? Is it from the sun? Like, how does that work, right? If they get injured, there's a hole punctured and fluids come out. How's that work? See, and he's having other hallucinations here. So, like, I'm just convinced it's a hallucination. I would actually be happy if it's not, because she's a very interesting character, but, like, I can't fully invest in their relationship. Whatever it is. I'm not saying relationship as far as romance goes. Just their relationship. I can't invest in it until I know whether or not she's real. That motherfucker nailing these shots. This is all they've been doing. Just shooting from various positions. Idiots.
I was wondering where you got to.
Some coffee, man.
In your room, mate.
Yeah, don't worry. Crop bags are still intact.
Your Mags. What an asshole.
She's a good lass. Great fighter. Considering her family, she's...
Yeah, the rest of them suck.
Walkers. Yeah, they're alright.
It's interesting they're called walkers, by the way.
Keeps doing this.
We can switch guns and I'll stick kick your ass.
Care how bent out of shape you get. You keep going.
What happened?
I shouldn't have brung it up.
Yeah, but you did.
Tell us.
He didn't get kicked out of college, did he?
Weekending for a weekly.
God damn, dude.
You shouldn't speak ill of the dead, Bill.
Dick. He's still a dick, anyway. I put this shit on full auto because you're an asshole. I wonder if these two are lovers. Because they're doing something there with these two that's weird, right? Weird in the sense we don't understand. Oh, shit.
You're a rotter.
This still may be part of the hallucination, but now, you know. Yeah, this is probably a bad idea, dude. That's right, they're following your ass. I wonder if that was on purpose, the Walker family. Now, see, if she just suddenly pops up, again, we know she's a hallucination. Yeah, he is tripping, man. That's right. You know what happened to her. Now, see, this is something good he can do, right? Give him some closure.
You want wages for patrolling the woods?
Yeah, man. It's hard out there.
What about your sense of community?
What about
spirit?
bread on the table,
What was
bitch?
that? It takes up a big chunk of the evening, doesn't it, Gaz? And God forbid, from rogue, rabid monsters gets in the way of your drinking time.
Hey, man, drinking time's important.
What makes you believe Bill won't be doing his shifts?
He's a rider lover.
He's not going to have time to faff around in the woods.
The patrols are not faffing around.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
If you want us out there, you're going to have to show us some...
Yeah, man. Give me paid.
You just want to be appreciated, Vicar.
Barking at these motherfuckers ain't gonna get it done. Get them paid.
Or just tight. You'll get your money. Go on.
Thank you, Vicar.
We'll have to cook the
How
books a
many
little bit.
Vicar.
I should look up what the fuck a vicar is. I'm sure it's in some rank in the church, right?
Patrol tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Get us paid. Yeah.
Why do we
Oh,
always
I thought they were doing some kind of dapping up, right?
5 times your roller?
He cheats. That's how. Oh shit! Stop cussing me out, Stanley. You're hurting my feelings. Hey, dumbass. Where's our kid?
Rick's back. Oh, Rick's back like Kieran's back.
Well, this is awkward.
Dead man walking, my man.
She's such a bitch.
No, we've not been in yet. I can't tell him.
Well, he's gonna find out sooner or later.
She'll tell him because she's an asshole.
Jemima, will you keep your voice down?
What the hell's her name? Jemima? Jemima? I don't even know how the hell to pronounce that. So they won't know that he left. Okay, interesting. The fuck you guys whispering about down there? He left a back door open, so like that, whatever the hell that is, a garage door. So they'll probably know. You smell like outside. You know, outside does have a distinctive smell.